Hello, good morning friends. Today I'm going to discuss with you a problem of code chef name as ADA matrices from September long challenge. So what we have given in this problem is we have a matrices of having n rows and n columns and number from 1 to n square, and we have to sort the matrices in row major order. So what does this row major order means? So basically a row major order of 3 cross 3 matrices is this. Okay, now all the rows were sorted. Now initially matrices can be row major ordered or maybe not. So what we have to do, we can uh, use an operation, uh, transpose operation. So what does transpose operation means? So let's say we have a matrices of 2 cross 2, and if we apply transpose operation on it, the rows become columns and columns become rows. So we have to find how many minimum number of transpose operation required to convert this matrices into short row major order matrices. So and it's also given here that it's always possible to short it. If it wasn't given here, then sometime it even impossible for us to short it. So let's take an example. Let's say we have a 2 cross 2 matrices, uh, 1 2 3 4. So now if we apply any number of transpose operation, it won't ever become this. So these type of cases were not given to us. Okay, so basically what our strategy would be, let's say uh, I have a matrices in which, let's say, some bunch of starting numbers were correct, then here I have wrong elements. What does wrong elements mean? Basically the correct element right now is here for this particular indices. For this particular indices the correct element is here, and if we transpose then we will able to get the correct element. Okay, let's say here we also have a wrong element and here we also have a wrong element, and let's say here we have a correct element. So how we gonna find this? How we gonna calculate the number of transpose operation we required? We start our iteration. Okay, so basically whenever we encounter a wrong element, we will increment our count. This is not our answer, this is just a variable which will count the number of consecutive wrong elements. Okay, let's say this is our answer which is initially 0. So we reached there and we incremented our count. Then we reached there, we incremented our count, now our count is 2, and then here our count is 3. And after this what we're gonna do to basically short the matrices right up to now, up to 6 indices. So what would be our approach? So first of all we will going to make the element behind us, those who were already sorted, we will make all of these element unsorted. So first element will be here, so it's sorted or unsorted doesn't matter at all. We have unsorted it. Unsorted, basically we had used the transpose operation right here, and we have just unsorted the array. Now our matrix is something look like this. First element is here, here, all the 5 elements are unsorted. Now what we're gonna do, we will apply an transpose operation of having length 6, and we will going to sort all the elements. Now the resulting sequence would be look like this. So what we have done, in two operations we have just transformed the contiguous block of wrong elements into the correct one. Okay, now here we have a special case. So let's say this is, here we have some wrong elements, and then let's say we have some right elements. Okay, similarly all the elements of the array, it doesn't matter at all. So what we're gonna do, here we have correct element, then we will increment our count, now count will be 4. So then we reach here. So to make all these elements correct, first our strategy is to sort the elements which were behind the wrong elements. So in this case we uh, don't have to transpose the element, because transpose of a only one is 1. We would not get benefited from it, and we basically don't require to do a transpose operation right here, and we can directly just increment our answer by 1 and make all these element at the correct place. Is it clear? So these are the cases which I had to handle. Now I'll take you through my code. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the input, then I'm just creating an matrices to take all the elements here. This previous variable is telling me whether the previous correct element, which is a previous correct element, the indices of a previous correct element, okay, and the count is the variable that I had used to tell the number of contiguous wrong elements. So I had started my for loop from I equal to 2 to n. Then whenever I encounter a correct element, I'll checking is it coming after some contiguous wrong elements. If is it, I'm increment our count if the previous element was not 1, else I'll increment my count by 1 and setting my count as 0, and simultaneously I'm increasing my previous pointer too, because up to that particular indices all my elements got sorted, and if that particular element is wrong, I'm just simply increasing my count.